Hey, John. Good to see
Hey,
you again. How are you?
great to see you as well. I'm fantastic. How's life treating you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're going to be in the same room again soon.
I know it's exciting. We're going to be at Grow in Milwaukee next week.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the incredible practitioners that we have. I'm looking forward to the support of the team from Amla Commerce, and they are just absolutely fantastic. And I'm looking forward to actually just reconnecting with people from last year. What about you?
Well, that's actually what I was going to say. You know, the cool thing about going to some of these events that are happen on an annual basis is that you get to reconnect with a lot of good folks, and you pick up on some other good conversations. The learning in the room is going to be good. I think it's pretty cool that this event is so focused on B2B e-commerce.
Absolutely, because so many of the events have got a B2C element of it, or it's, talking about a very specific problem. This one's really about the industry as a whole and what it is that practitioners are doing in order to elevate it. So that part makes it really exciting.
Got any little nuggets you can tease us with? What are you going to be talking about?
Yeah, so we're going to spend some time talking about AI and how artificial intelligence is being utilized within this space. So there's going to be a panel discussion around some practitioners as well as some thought leaders in this space, and really how we can drive value for B2B distribution as well as manufacturing. What about you? What are you going to be talking about?
Well, if you aren't too surprised, I'm working AI into my conversation as well. I really honestly believe that there's never been a better time to actually build the digital e-commerce solution that you deserve to have, and that is the one that you sort of always imagined because of AI. So we've had all these priorities that we knew were going to be a best practice and were going to help us advance those e-commerce solutions. Yeah. And with AI, our individual productivity has gone up. Our corporate productivity has gone up. The advanced functionality that we've always wanted to deliver is now so much more readily available. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking about how to reimagine that commerce experience using content and AI. I've actually got a handout that shows you some of the considerations for what the business can do, how you can leverage your digital experience, and then what AI can do to help you accelerate that.
That's fantastic, because there really are some companies that are doing amazing things leveraging AI, and not just talking about the new AI, but talking about the traditional data science and machine learning work that has been available for us for many, many years. So I think it's great to continue to reflect on that, and then also think about other ways that we can leverage the newest capabilities, right? Like you said, to drive productivity. It's not just about increasing sales, although I think we all love it when we actually
well, that'll all happen,
right? But the operational efficiencies that we can gain from this at both an individual level and at a corporate level truly are astonishing.
From a sales perspective, though, too, the B2B buying process is very complex. Like, even if you've got a great e-commerce system to accelerate some of those workflows, make a self-serve experience and whatnot, the buying process in B2B is complicated and complex. The stakeholder groups are often fragmented, and so many times as the distributor, as a manufacturer, you're trying to hit a bit of a moving target, because the folks that you're communicating to they're getting a lot of pressure. Their own understanding of their own requirements and the problem that they're being asked to buy for and solve for is changing. And so understanding the sort of cognitive load and the engagement that B2B sellers need to be primed and ready for can be somewhat overwhelming. And I think these are realities that we've always known about human nature. And AI doesn't let us sort of cheat the system. It just lets us be more personalized. Yeah. It doesn't mean we're impersonal, because we're using some tools to help you get what you need, but help your colleague right beside you at your company get what they need. So it allows us to get even tighter, build even tighter relationships, get even more personalized, do more one-to-one selling in a complex B2B multifaceted engagement. So that can sound overwhelming, but I'm looking forward to sort of breaking it down into a digestible path for people.
Well, knowing you, the digestibility is definitely going to be paramount there. What I like about the personalization piece is getting into that hyper personalization mode, where I do think there are people that think that it's less personal to have a conversation that is more about your odds are when you're actually leveraging tools in order to influence it. But I think you should absolutely leverage the tools in order to make sure that that conversation can be even more relevant and based on the information is based on the information about what other people such as your audience is looking at. And so I don't think there's anything impersonal about making the conversation more relevant for them. So I'm looking forward to that conversation and really some of the nuggets of information that you're going to be able to share.
So here, I'll tease one right now, and I'll put you on the spot. You can guess at a number for me. I found this data point in the research that I was doing. What percentage of B2B buyers have buyer's remorse after they make a decision?
100%.
You're not far off.
I would say it's probably 2/3. So let's go 67 to 70%.
So the Forrester data point I found from just last year was that 81% of B2B buyers have buyer's remorse. They're disappointed in the choice that they have. And so it just goes to reinforce the fact that the buyer journey is a spectrum, is a continuation. And so often we neglect that post-purchase experience as well. So not to add more anxiety or complexity to the whole situation, but this is just another one of those opportunities that we get to lean in on, improve when we get to sort of think about how content and AI can support what we're all building. So.
Well, and it's interesting that you say that because I think that actually applies to B2B buyers also making purchasing, of software as well as services in this space. Because so often they go at this work alone where they're like, hey, I know what I can do and I'll manage my RFP process and I'm going to pull people in. And they might get sold a bill of goods or they might get sold the aspirational statement as opposed to the practical reality. Because the majority of companies that I spend time working with, they've made a decision and now they're going through and rethinking that decision because maybe it didn't deliver the value that they thought it would be, or that they were told, of course we can do that with software. Every software can do anything.
Right.
I haven't met a software provider that says no, they can't do something. And so I do think that extends quite a bit into the spaces that we operate in on a daily basis.
Well, not to give away my whole entire presentation, but the other data point I have is how many times do the B2B decision makers have to realign on defining their own problem?
Interesting. I think it'll be fantastic to get into the weeds of that a little bit and understand what some of those challenges are, because the redefinition that occurs, especially when you start off without a clear vision, right, is very common.
Yeah. And so it's a moving target. And I think for sellers, for digital experience and e-commerce solutions, it's not about trying to actually unlock that. It's about recognizing that it's a reality and building to accommodate for the fact that that's inevitable and it's going to happen. Even
though you've given away part of your presentation, I'm actually more interested in hearing it because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more. So I think anybody listening to this, hopefully their appetite's just actually been tantalized a little bit to say, hey, let's go spend more time with Scott next week.
So it's not too late to get in the room, folks. If you want to join us in Milwaukee, please ping us and I'm sure we can help you get there.
We would happily do it. And because the more faces we see, the merrier we're all going to be.
That's right. John, great to talk. Looking forward to seeing you in person.
Scott, can't wait. Hope you have a great trip in and we'll connect next week.